Lately, I've been playing all sorts of zombies maps to record background footage for things like hot takes, tier lists, etc. And I had gotten around to doing some World War II zombies maps and Groesten Haus. Now, this session was never meant to be a video in itself, but little did I know, what I thought was going to be a quick and simple run of Groesten Haus would become a long and chaotic journey to finally hit round 50. We start the game as any run would. As soon as I had spawned in, I was shooting the lanterns to get the mystery box room open, and after that was done, I knifed my way through the first few rounds until I had enough to hit the box, to which I got the GBD-79, which was going to serve me well for the first few rounds. At the end of the round, I made the first armor purchase of many, and then continued to hit the box until I got the jack-in-the-box grenades and threw one into this spot. I said I threw one into this spot. Fast forward until round 7 and I had enough points to give to the piano to pack a punch the mystery box. And when one of the first weapons I pulled was the upgraded 9mm sap, I knew this was going to be a good run. Round 10. The one-armed bandits arrived to ruin the fucking map. Hip hip hooray! Thankfully the 9mm sap was going to carry me through the next few rounds until I started to hit the box for something more interesting to add to my loadout. A blunderbuss? Maybe an M267? Or even a crossbow? No, I managed to pull the D-Lyle of all things, and it was at that moment that I knew we were in for a long game. Okay, so we had a strong loadout consisting of the 9mm sap, the D-Lyle and the GPMG. We almost had all of our perks set up as well, and we just needed Schnellblitz. This game's speed cola. Pain. So now we enter the part of the game where we engage in typical D-Lyle gameplay. Walk in circles, shooting the ground like a 2-year-old who's just been given the controller. Make no mistake though, this was far from easy. In fact, I'd say I was stuck in squeaky bum time for the entire duration of the game from now on. Round 26 and I have lost my first armor vest. Round 27 and lost my second. Yeah, as you can see, this is getting quite difficult already. The journey ahead was fraught with constant red screens and whistlings up the wazoo, and it was only going to get worse from here, with me popping my first shell shock on round 32. It was at this point that the one-armed bandits were in full force trying to take my armor, and there were so many of them that Groesten Haus had turned into a Las Vegas casino. But anyway, we're now in the 30s. Yes, 2 minutes in and I'm talking about my experience past round 30. Truth be told, this whole experience wasn't as interesting to make a video on as I thought it'd be. It was more engaging for me playing than it probably is for you watching, and definitely me editing it, but you may be asking me why I'm saying all this, and to that I say, no, I gotta stretch out the video, okay? Anyways, round 33 and round 35 saw me popping shell shocks to get out of a sticky situation and restock my armor with only 1 point left. Better to safe than sorry though, with me actually properly losing an armor vest on round 36 and actually remembering to use a jack-in-the-box. That same round I lost it again, but this time round I was practically shitting myself. Whilst the rest of round 36 was smooth sailing, round 37 saw me losing an armor vest in record speed. The next round I had the most ass-clenching near-death experience yet, and managed to clutch up thanks to shell shock. If I had camouflage in the situation I would be dead, especially because there's a zombie blocking the armor machine. Round 39 was pretty much smooth sailing with me trying the packed GPMG to stun the zombies and help keep them in line, but it wasn't until round 40 when I actually realised we may be finally seeing the chef up in the attic. Who is he? Is he Gordon Ramsay here to inspect the house's kitchen? Or is he one of those TikTok chefs who is going to make a chocolate shepherd's pie with boiled mince that is begging to be killed despite it already being dead? Or is it just a TF2 scout of a frying pan? Only time will tell. Round 40 saw me using the GPMG to get out of a sticky situation, only to be immediately fucked over. It was also at this point where I had maxed out the armor price at 10k jolts. No, it might have actually been sooner. I haven't been keeping track. I had also decided to train the zombies around the whole map rather than just the downstairs, as the zombies were spawning too fast for the D-Lyle to reliably keep them at bay at this point. And while this didn't stop me from losing tons of armor, the GPMG saved my life on those stairs at least once. So it served its purpose. We have now reached round 44, my record from my previous attempt at this over 9 months ago, and not once had I taken it down, although this round I came very close. But no, that happened on round 46 when a Honda Civic came around the corner 40 miles per hour of the speed limit and smashed right into me before I promptly got rear-ended by a Nissan Juke. It probably looks better now though. What wasn't looking better was what happened after I pulled the sickest moves on an idiot Wussling. I ran out of armor, bought a new set, only to lose it and die immediately. 2 downs on the same round was not looking good, so I rebought Quick Revive and immediately downed again. Here is a demonstration of how this fucking zombie hit me. So yeah, wave 48 I had burned through all my quick revives in a single round. I took another down on round 49, but luckily for me I had realised I had a metric fuck ton of self revives and it wouldn't hurt me to use a few, so I used one. I always saw them as cheesy, but you know what, maybe it's time I change that. This round, my cheeks were clenched so hard they could turn a dictionary into a business card though, but in the end, I actually did it. And I was ecstatic. The person who wasn't so ecstatic was a TikTok chef who melts Pringles into a meat and potato pie, which is more like a Pringle and pie meat, because Jesus Christ there's a lot of it and it's all still breathing. I used my last Jack in the Box to distract the cheese-brained cretin, but no amount of sustained fire was going to put this roadkill eater down. So, I popped Shell Shock, and opened fire once more to rid the world of another terrible cook, and teabagged his body while it was still sliding across the floor. He died awfully quickly, I'll be honest. But I wanted more. I wanted more blood. But the only blood being spilled was my own as I took another down on round 50, and finally met my end on round 51, because in this version of the map, you're not smart enough to walk out the house. All in all, that was a great game for me to end off Prestige 7 and go on to Prestige 8 because thank you Sledgehammer Games for putting a permanent double XP in this game. Now, if only another game could have done that. But anyway, that's the end of the video. A shorter one, but I tried to make this game into a video because, well, I finally did it. I'm pretty sure this was suggested to me like a year ago, maybe even 2 at this point, but whatever, right? This was like suggested to me in 2023. If you have any other video suggestions though, make sure to leave them in the comments below. At this pace, I might be able to get them done by 2027, which seems really quick, I know. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching and I'll see you all next time. Have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.